The West New York United team is calling for a criminal investigation into how Mayor Felix Roque campaign worker Frank Ferriero obtained records about Commissioner Count Wiley's son leading up to the upcoming May 12th municipal election. The press conference centered around how Ferreiro obtained school records for Wiley's 5-year-old son. Hudson County View was the only media outlet that reported on Ferreiro's remarks at the March 25th Board of Commissioners meeting, where he alleged that Count Wiley and his wife Beatrice had been engaging in voter fraud. Wiley and his team clearly took exception to Ferreiro obtaining records of a minor enrolled in the West New York school system.
It's unbeknownst to me how it is that this person was able to obtain what is recognized as private and information that is generally undisclosed without a court order or a grant of permission from the parents.
Today, I come to you today not as the commissioner, not as a political candidate, but I come to you today as a father, okay, a concerned father. Not only for my child, but the rest of the children here in West New York. As we know, there's been a breach of security here. There's an individual that obviously has a record. He's probably, what I understand, is a 3-time felon. And kidnapping being one of the charges, obviously I have something to be concerned about. Whether politically or for what other purpose they're using this information, which is obviously politically motivated, and has nothing to do with the campaign, not whatsoever. Attacking my wife, attacking my children, I find that very low. No character, no integrity, no nothing. And that's how desperate they are to maintain what they have here in West New York.
Fernando Jimenez, an attorney for Wiley, later said that he was unaware of what records Ferreiro had or how they were obtained. An Open Public Records Act request from Ferreiro to the West New York Board of Education requesting information on Wiley's children in the school system was denied on March 17th. When asked by Hudson County View if the Wiley family had ever engaged in voter fraud, both Jimenez and Wiley give the same definitive answer. If we could just review the facts up to this point, a timeline, if you will. So, Frank Ferriero went to the Board of Commissioners meeting. He made some allegations, essentially claiming voter fraud. My understanding is that, the Commissioner, Count Wiley, he's been voting in West New York for roughly a decade. His wife voting in North Bergen roughly a decade. And she's been a committee woman in North Bergen since 2011. Is that all correct up to this point?
That's, to my understanding, is accurate. All that is required under the election law is that you be a resident of the county where you're in, and I am anticipating a question coming as to why Ms. Wiley is listed as a committee person in North Bergen. There's nothing in the law that is indicative of being contrary to the facts and that she is in any way, shape or form acting contrary to the law.
So, just to clarify what you just said with that last statement, there's no hint of an impropriety, there's nothing that would vaguely resemble voter fraud in this situation?
I can say absolutely not, to the best of my understanding of the facts in this particular case.
My wife's been a committee woman probably, I don't even know how many years in North Bergen. It's been many years. We own a house in North Bergen, and we live here in West New York. There's nothing in the law that says that a person can't have 2 residences in West New York. Now, the real reason is that people don't know, and I wanted them to continue to try to find out what's going on, to make accusations illegality, and there's not. There's nothing illegal taking place. But the truth is that me and my family, we have 5 kids. I have children from 27 to 5 years old now. And my youngest here does go to school in West New York. And the truth is she's never voted for me here in West New York. She's never changed her address. This is, me and my wife, this is our second marriage. So she's owned this house probably for over 20-something years. This isn't yesterday or 2011. Guys, this is something that we've had in our life for a long time, and we have to maintain it because we do have children, and I don't have enough room to put them in one home, so I have to be in another. And
Pablo Fonseca, Roque's campaign spokesman, told Hudson County View, Frank is not an employee of the campaign. I believe that Frank Ferriero followed the correct process and filed Oprah requests for all the documents he received. Eventually, justice will prevail and we will find out if voter fraud existed with the Wileys. Furthermore, Ferriero said he still believes the voter fraud issue has not been resolved since Beatrice Wiley is A committee person, she's under oath, attesting that's her residence in North Bergen, Ferreiro explained, declining to comment how he obtained the school records on Wiley's son.
I'm John Hoytis with the Hudson County View, the eye of the community.